I love live video because things go wrong. Sarah, hello, and thank you for joining. And live broadcasting, absolutely brilliant, but things can go wrong and often do. And hopefully you can hear me now. Can somebody just confirm? Galaxy, welcome back. Mary, welcome. Ellis, Sarah, and Kitchen, and CFC. Thank you all. Welcome back. This is Stephen, live from Wiltshire in England. This video is being recorded, then edited, and then will appear on Royston Radio on Friday at 2 o'clock. So this broadcast is actually syndicated. My good friend, CEO of Royston Radio, invited me to do this broadcast, so I am, and it will be replayed. And we say hello to, just a minute, I need the glasses on. Say hello to ATV Robin. Hello, welcome. Right, okay, so we've had the mic on. So far, let's just do a recap. We've had an echo because I forgot to switch my mic off from the video. We've had no sound because I couldn't switch my mic back on again. What else can possibly happen in the next 57 minutes? I've no idea. But if you're enjoying the video, please do share it and say hello to Julie. Anything can happen, probably will. That's the thing about live video. It's never going to be perfect and you just got to run with it. And I was told by TikTok that they're inviting people to watch, and I shouldn't stop my video because people are coming to watch. So thank you all for joining, and thank you for the likes, and let's get underway. Okay, so AI Run Live is all about AI, okay, and AI is part of our daily lives, and we're going to look at several AI systems which will basically you can use. I'm going to show you how I actually use AI in live broadcasting. I do broadcasts for OneStream Live, like the one I did about TikTok, which you can find on the OneStream Live YouTube channel. And I plan those broadcasts, and I'm going to show you now how I do it. So by the virtue of going here, I can click here, and I can come back, and if you're still watching, thank you. If you can hear me, please say that you can hear me, and all is good. Right, okay. So we're going to look at some of the sites that we can actually use, which are AI sites, which are free. Everything I'm about to show you has a free version. So I'm not suggesting for one moment, let's come here, I'm not suggesting for one moment that you should pay for things. Basically, the systems that I'm going to show you are free to start with. And then once you're happy with them, then you can pay for them if you want. But the first system we're going to look at is ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT has gone through various versions and now is, well, I use ChatGPT every Monday, and basically I've got a show to do on Wednesday. I've got to plan that show, and I use ChatGPT because when somebody gives you a topic you know nothing about, where do you start? In the olden days, and we're only going back a couple of years, if you wanted to know about something, you'd have gone to your Chrome browser or your Safari browser, you'd have typed something in and you'd have searched Google, and Google would have come back with the answer. That's the way it used to be. Now you don't do that. Now, as you can see, ChatGPT is behind me in the browser. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to something I did earlier. I did a video yesterday, which was all about tools for testing your stream. And basically making sure that when your stream does go out, I think, oh, we're still going. Yeah, okay. When your stream does go out, everything's working. So that's what this is all about. And you can actually use OBS Studio, or you could have an unlisted stream on YouTube. I just asked ChatGPT a question, which was, how do you actually, can you tell me about testing your stream before going live? Tools and techniques, and it did. And say hello to SAP. So what it's done, it's gone through tools for testing your live stream. It's suggesting OBS Studio with a virtual camera. YouTube, on YouTube, hello Elizabeth, on YouTube you don't have to have your, hey, hello, you don't have to have a public video. You can actually have an unlisted live stream, which is either private or unlisted, and then only you can see it. Twitch, I didn't know this, has an inspector tool. Hello Sebi, hello Lightcore, Duck, and VIP. Twitch has an inspector tool, and I post a link. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a blog post with all these links in. Speed test tools like speedtest.net, which I used earlier today to actually check my internet speed, and then RTMP servers. And how do you actually test your live stream? Well, you run a private stream, yeah? And that private stream is seen by nobody else but you. Hello to Lobbing, and hello to Project, and Bidoof, Ruben, James, Max, hello. And you run a private test stream. Then you monitor the audio and video sync. Now, the way I do this, if I come back to me for a moment, one of the things that I try to do when I'm broadcasting live is to take my mobile phone, yeah, and I watch and listen to the live broadcast on here. Now, when I broadcast on the OneStream Live YouTube channel, which generally speaking, I'm just trying to adjust the screen at the same time as talking, I'm not sure it's working. When I am live, I actually have the broadcast running on my mobile phone, which is on a stand next to me. Yeah, that's brilliant stand. And I can hear and see myself. So therefore I know, we'll get there in a minute. There we are. I know that everything's okay. Do that. It costs you nothing to do it. If you're going to go live somewhere, be it TikTok or YouTube or Facebook, do watch it on your mobile phone, because then you can check that your camera's working properly, you can check your sound is working properly, and you've got your microphone switched on. Hello to One Piece, to Inaya, to G-Life, Tombo, Ben, Rooms 237, Ed, welcome back Ed, and Shadow. I'm just going to say hi to a few people. Okay, one thing I love about TikTok is that so many people come rushing in and then they're on the way. So I can actually watch myself live. Was I watching myself? No, I wasn't then. Okay, so do test, do check that you are actually live and people can see and hear you. Let's go back to it again. So remember, I just asked the question of ChatGPT, what testing should I do before I go live? And it's saying run a private stream, monitor audio and video on a second device, phone or tablet, test the network stability with a test stream. Hello to Fabian, KMCC, Aviation, Freaky, Arthur, thank you for joining, VY, M, and record a local test. Now this is simple to do. You can actually record when you go live. You want the stream to be as near perfect as it can be. That's basically why you're doing this. You want to have good audio and good video. And the way to guarantee that is to test beforehand. What I do on a Sunday night is I come to the studio and I just do a recording. I don't actually go live. And that recording tells me whether my camera is working, whether my microphone is working, and then I'm good for the week. And thank you, Dolly, for joining. Golly, just a minute. Glasses needed again. Okay, so to Collie, welcome. Anna, welcome. PTC, Callum, Jareth, Critterbing, and ligament and NRG players joined, and thank you everybody for coming to watch this live broadcast. As I say, this live broadcast is actually syndicated to Royston Radio. If you're listening on Royston Radio on the replay, thank you, and I just so much enjoy doing this show. Okay, so thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and let's go down. Now what I've done, I'll best explain how I'm doing this. As I say, I'm actually broadcasting from, if I go here, just let me see if I can just move that over and move that down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. Okay, and it should be, no, right, different camera. That's why it's not working. This could be interesting. Okay, if you remember what I was talking about 2 minutes ago, then okay, let's just have a look at who's popping by. Steve Bailey, welcome, and Jiglis and Macy, and thank you for flicking through. I need to get something on screen to get people to actually stop. Stay where you are, don't go anywhere. Okay, that's a technique I'm working on, but the thing is that I'm so enjoying Notification 1121. I'm so enjoying being on TikTok Live. I find it so amazing. This reminds me of what Facebook Live used to be 8 years ago. Because 8 years ago, you could go live on Facebook Live and the whole world would join you, and you'd get hundreds of people watching concurrently. You get thousands of views, and people were, that was when live video was new. We take it for granted now. We really do take live video for granted. So, okay, well, it's something I need to do. If I can remember what it was. Okay. If I could remember what it was, I'd talk about it. Okay, so ChatGPT. The thing is that ChatGPT is free. You just type in ChatGPT into the search bar, and you can then ask it questions. The questions I asked, just to go back, was how about testing your stream before you go live? What tools can you use? And ChatGPT came back with the answer. Hello, Bobby, Tom, Liam, Claire. Thank you for stopping by, Claire, and thank you for watching. And we're looking at AI, and I've been looking at ChatGPT. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to go over to DeepSeek. Okay, so the screen's going to change. I've got a shared screen behind me, and we're going to go over to DeepSeek, and DeepSeek will load and come on screen, and this is DeepSeek. Now, DeepSeek was developed in China. So to Julie, Alfie, and J20, and Tilly, and Claire, and Julie, thank you for staying for a moment. Alfie and Georgie. DeepSeek is AI, and you can ask it questions, and it will answer you, and it will give you more information. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Everybody's saying, well, to everybody who's watching, thank you very much. If you're enjoying the video, please do share it. And thank you for the likes, and thank you for everything. We're talking about DeepSeek, which is from China. And I know people, well, I'm going to go with the positives. The thing about DeepSeek is that I'm going to ask it, what are the advantages of a teleprompter? Have you ever used a teleprompter? Yeah. I've got to be honest here. Yeah. I mean, I come live and I have no script. Sometimes it shows, most of the time it doesn't, because I'm used to talking, and that comes with practice. But I rarely use a teleprompter. I don't. I thought I would never get on with a teleprompter, because it's like on the news, yeah, on the BBC News or ITV News or Sky News. They all have a prompter in front of them, and they're reading the words. I'm not reading the words. I'm speaking as I find just naturally. There's no rehearsal involved here. It's just basically just because I can, and I do. Olivia, hello. Georgie, hello. John, Zach, Haribo, Fel One, and Bobby. And I'm going to say hi to a few people. So let me go hi, 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 and hi. Okay, thank you for staying to watch. Right. So I don't use a teleprompter, but if I did, this is what I could expect to happen. If I shrink that down again so that I'm in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, and it says what are the advantages of a teleprompter and how do you use a teleprompter? What is the secret to using teleprompters effectively? Well, the first thing it says is familiarize yourself with the script. In other words, a teleprompter is no good if you're not familiar with the script that's on the teleprompter. You need to have read it through. You need to read it through thoroughly, and you need to practice aloud. You've got to read it out. That's the first thing. Second thing is a teleprompter has got variable speeds. Set it to the speed which is comfortable for you, and then maintain natural delivery. And this is key. Let me come here for a moment. Okay. Whenever you're live broadcasting, it's one thing you've got to do, and that is to look at the camera. If you look at the camera, it looks though I'm looking straight at you. Hello, hello, Dragon, and Bobby, hello. If you look at the camera, it seems like I'm looking straight at you, and that's the trick to live broadcasting. You don't want to look off to the side, you don't want to look down, you don't want to be distracted doing something else. You want to look straight at the camera. And that's a learned skill, because my camera is up above my monitor. Yeah, I practice this. I know to look at the camera. Okay, so back to our DeepSeek, and all this information has been given to me free of charge so that I can broadcast about the benefits of teleprompters. Hazza, hello, and so you've got to maintain natural delivery with eye contact. Now, I am into AI video as well. AI text, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, but also AI video with HeyGen, which we'll meet in a moment. But if you watch an AI video, the delivery is perfect. They're always looking at the camera. This is why I use an AI video avatar to actually do my Udemy courses. I create courses on Udemy teaching people how to use live broadcasting. And what I actually do is I record me as an avatar, and then that's the way it goes. But an avatar, if you look at a video, the way to tell whether it's an avatar or not is whether their hands move naturally. My hands at the moment are moving naturally. Yeah, an avatar's hands do not move naturally because they've got the facial. You've got the upper body movement, but what they don't have is their hands don't work properly. And if you check out my profile on TikTok, you'll see 3 or 4 examples of using avatars which are perfect, word perfect, visually perfect, apart from the hands. The hands are a giveaway at the moment in our video. They are working on doing full body video, and that is going to be a major game changer, and I'm keeping my eye on that. And when I find out something, I will let you know. Say hello to Corn Down Dingle and welcome. And I'm going to shrink myself again. So I'm going to the corner of the screen again, and we're just going to finish talking about teleprompters. And the thing about teleprompter is practice smooth reading. What you don't want with a teleprompter is to sound robotic. You want to sound natural, and that's done by practicing the script. So you get the script well before you go live. You read it. If you don't understand it, you go off and get more information, and then when you understand it, you start to practice reading it, and you'll get into a flow of reading it, so that you understand what's being spoken, and you can actually get that information across to people, and that's important. Hazza again, welcome back, and Eva and Milan's, thank you. You're watching Stephen live from Wiltshire in England, and we're talking about AI Run Thrive, and everything's working. If you'd been here at the start of the broadcast, you'd have noticed that everything wasn't working, but everything is working now, and I'm just going to have to edit the video afterwards, or I might leave it in. It might be more entertaining, because I had problems at the beginning of this broadcast. We all have problems occasionally, but today was a big one. I basically had an echo, then I had no sound on my mic, and then things got better. So you're joining us when things have got a bit better, which is perhaps fortunate. Okay, so we've looked at ChatGPT, which is free, and we've looked at DeepSeek, which is free. The thing about these systems is that you can ask them questions, and they will give you information for free. It's the best research tool we've ever had, and if you're doing an essay or a live broadcast about anything, go to AI, ask it the questions, okay? It just answers them factually. Now, I've compared DeepSeek with ChatGPT, and they are both good and both free. And rather than going to Google search, go to the latest version, which is AI, which is ChatGPT and DeepSeek, and you will get the answers you're actually looking for. Okay, so all good. Now the next one, you see I've got all these links, just a minute, stored on my Stream Deck, and if you can't see it, it's 15 buttons, 3 rows of 5, and every time I press a button it's opening a web page. So I'm going to press another button. Okay, so behind me the screen is about to change, and probably, yeah. Okay, so my screen, the screen behind me is changing, and we're loading Google's Gemini, and it should be on screen in a moment. If it's not, it's going to be interesting. Austin, hello, and thank you for joining. And I want to say a big thank you to Collie. Collie, thank you for staying. Okay, so we're now getting our third AI system, and I'm getting 2 copies of it. So let me zap one, and we'll come back to Gemini. And again, this is AI chat, and basically it's free. Okay, there is a professional version that you, if you've got a Google subscription for email, then you can use it fully. There is a free version as well, as far as I know, personal version. But Gemini is just loading in the background. Now, what I'm going to do, for everybody listening on, let's just go here for a moment. Okay, let's hope that this works. 3, 2, 1. And I should be back on screen now. For everybody who's listening to this on Royston Radio, I want to say thank you. What I'm going to do, because we're actually talking about so many different things, is Royston Radio's down there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put together a blog post, and the blog post will have links to everything I'm talking about. So if you're watching on TikTok now, there will be a blog post which I will promote on my profile, which will give you information about every one of the systems I'm using. So far we've looked at ChatGPT, we've looked at DeepSeek, and we're currently on Gemini. I want to say a big thank you for saying hi to Geo and International, and we are getting rather busy, which is good. And thank you everybody for joining. Okay. If you've got any questions, then please do ask. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England, and it says it seems you have problems with live quality. Okay, I've got some tips coming through, but hopefully if I go here I think we're actually broadcasting okay. Yeah, okay, we're doing okay. We've got a fluctuating signal, but we're getting there. And so I'm going to do a blog post, and whether you're watching live on TikTok or you're watching the replay on TikTok or you're listening on Royston Radio, we will publish a link which has got a blog post which has got all the links in. So hello to Charlie and to MK, and thank you for joining in. And we're having fun tonight. Hopefully we're having fun tonight, and I want to say a big thank you for actually watching live. And we are getting there. We're approximately halfway through the show, so I'm just going to go over. I just want to finish off with Gemini. Okay, so I'm going to shrink myself again. Okay, so there we are. Behind me is Gemini, which again is free, and I'm going to ask it for TikTok content ideas, and it's saying, okay, let's go back up. It's saying that if you're broadcasting on TikTok, the best thing to broadcast about is do-it-yourself and life hacks, beauty and fashion, comedy, dance and music, food, gaming, or pets. And trending now is things in my house that just make sense. So those are the major topics that you can broadcast about on TikTok right now. Okay. And Discord, hello. Charlie, hello. I'm going to come back to the studio, and I'm just going to move myself slightly so we're back. So what we've done is we've looked at 3 systems which you can use instead of Google search, and they give you better answers. They do all the research. I was speaking to, you can now speak to them as well. And I was speaking, and I asked all about, well, I'm in England, so I asked all about should Britain join the EU again. And I got all the information, all the pros and cons. So in terms of getting to know a topic, AI is the thing, and it's free, and you can use ChatGPT, you can use DeepSeek, and you can use Gemini. So you have a full choice of systems that you can take a look at. And we say hello to Animal. I'm going to say hi. DB Redden, hello. The real old man Jenkins. I might I might challenge you on being old. Noah Master, welcome. Wolf, and thank you very much. Thank you for staying for a second or two. Right now, one of the things that I am passionate about is Parkrun. If I go here, what we're going to look at now is Parkrun. Okay, I'm going to close everything down that's behind me, so that will disappear. Okay, so that's been closed. We're going to talk about Parkrun. Now, couldn't what? I've got a message in the studio then, and it says it couldn't. And thank you for the follow, Noah. And hi, hello to Noah. And thank you to everybody who's following, and thank you to Animal Thread. If you're following me, thank you. Brilliant. It means a lot, okay? Because if you follow me, I always follow back. Always, without question, will follow you back. So if you're listening to this now and you're thinking about following me, then go for it. Yeah, I will follow back. That's basically fact. I always follow back. You can ask people. And Will, hello. And Noah, and thank you for the follow, Noah. It all helps. It all helps. Absolutely brilliant. So we're going to talk about Parkrun. Now, Parkrun is a British thing. It started in England. Well, in actual fact, what we can do, if I go back here, I'm going to switch back again. So you're going to see me in a second. I'm not gone anywhere. And my microphone is working.